Give Don Cherry the Order of Canada and do it as soon as possible. Here's Danielle Smith saying, it's time for Prime Minister Mark Carney to join me and millions of our fellow Canadians in supporting the appointment of Don Cherry to the Order of Canada, one of our nation's highest honors. I totally agree. This shouldn't even be up for debate. Don Cherry is a Canadian icon, a hockey legend, and is loved by Albertans. He's not just one of the greats. His word and opinion about our national sport is still treated as hockey gospel by millions of Canadians. His contributions to Canadian sport and culture are undeniable, and the work he did to honor our nation's veterans was an invaluable contribution to our country. He will forever hold a special place in the hearts of Canadians. So, put the puck in the net and give Grapes the recognition he deserves. And then she posts, or whatever, puts this video out. Let's take a look at this here. It looks like some Don Cherry highlights.
Now, let me set this up. All right, here's the deal.
I haven't changed, and I'm not changing now, and that's a little treat for you fellas.
I got to talk over even the little chippy. You need
I'll
cute.
move him.
Never mind moving him. Just leave him alone.
loud.
When you're coaching, get your hands out of your pockets, all right? I got time?
Yes.
Don't have time for
He was
Barry.
no.
Am I through already?
No.
Oh,
We got 2 minutes.
I know I got to hurry as usual. Pretty good fans. Stick with them. Don't start booing them like, don't start now. You know why we're going to win? We'll smoke them next year. Well, don't say that. I'm not mad at Henrik. Or is that Henrik? Whatever.
Yes.
This team is going like you can't believe. What they need in this team is a big, tough winger. How am I doing so far?
You're good.
Yeah. Well, no, wait a minute. You told me and everything. How many times you getting sick of me saying it? Grab a six-pack before you leave. You got to do that at the party. We have to hold this guy down when, his boyfriend scored.
30 seconds.
Let me tell you about Edmonton. You do it for a roll. Now, I'm in trouble. Watch it. You can't turn on each other. It's the way to do it, kiddo.
Terrific.
They all got character, and that's why they're going to make the playoffs, like I said at the start of the season. You cannot just go and drop the puck. What nonsense is that? One for all and all for one, and that's the way to do it. Hartley now, he's the coach now, boy. He's going to have them playing ho, 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 like that. But he get mentioned on Coach's Corner, the most watched things in Canada.
Don Cherry in the Coach's Corner on Hockey Night in Canada. On Rogers.
Look, from a stylistic point of view, I can see why some people in Canadian power structure wouldn't even want him on television. Everyone on TV now in Canada, for the most part, very gray, very boring, all say very similar things, basically one monolithic opinion in Canada, even though it's Hockey Night in Canada, a sports program. I mean, this is not a dull, gray person. Don Cherry obviously would just say whatever he wanted. Conservative MP Jamil Javani is in favor of this idea, saying, just sign the petition in support of Don Cherry being appointed to the Order of Canada. Salute at Andrew Lawton for the nomination. Don deserves the honor. Totally agree. We will get now. Actually, Doug Ford did something good lately. He rarely does that, but says, I was thrilled to stop by and congratulate Don Cherry in person on his appointment to the Order of Ontario. Don is a great Canadian patriot and a champion for our country, our province, and the game of hockey. Congratulations. And he posts this video here. The thing is, a lot of leftists in Canada don't like this. He is unfortunately an outspoken racist and won't refute that. Ridiculously, not all Canadians think this is a great idea, even quote unquote some conservatives, which is insane. Like, this is so shameful that this is a sitting MP for the Conservative Party. The CPC continues to be a joke. He posted something in French. I'll translate it here. With all due respect, Don Cherry's nomination for the Order of Canada is a bad idea. Mr. Cherry has made unacceptable remarks towards the Quebec nation and Francophones. I cannot support this nomination for the Order of Canada. To be totally honest, just have Carney run the country then. I'm not going to vote CPC. I'm definitely not. I didn't vote CPC last election. No way. There's no way. This should be condemned by every member of the Conservative Party. So to be fair to Poilievre, I guess he did publicly support this, although I also think he should have called out his own MP, yes, in public, for that ridiculous statement. But Poilievre says, Don Cherry embodies what it means to be a proud Canadian. Great work getting this going, Andrew, and count me in. So a good statement there from Poilievre, but that Conservative MP, quote unquote, from Quebec, That is awful. And as we look through some of the replies here to Danielle Smith's post, the reason why that conservative MP not being in support of this is such a problem, I think. Can the right in Canada even get a small win once in a while? How much more power does the left need? They win the last 4 elections at a federal level. They're probably going to get the majority now with all those floor crossings on cultural issues too. When was the last time the right in Canada won something? Even a small little victory. I know Don Cherry deserves the Order of Canada because of his great work on air, but it also would make probably a lot of conservative or just at least common sense Canadians happy for 5 minutes to see him get this honor. And apparently some on the left and some in the Conservative Party don't want that to happen. How many wins does the left wing politically need to get in a row in Canada? 200? 300? The left is relentless in their pursuit of power, culturally, socially, politically in Canada. It's not enough. Some people, no, don't give Don Cherry the honor because he said bad things in their opinion before. This person, hey, at Grok, wasn't he fired for being blatantly racist on air? The devaluation of one of our greatest civilian honors should not be allowed by the inclusion of a racist bigot. Canada is about inclusion, not division, and Cherry was a major divider, and he knew it. Ratings mattered more to him than being a force for Canadian unity. These people are sick, and they're so drunk with power. Can the right in Canada get one win? When is that ever going to happen? Remember this moment from Cherry. Like, I'm going to play this just one more time here. Maybe you've probably already seen this, but this is the moment that Don Cherry, for the crazy reason that he did, got drugged through the mud about this. Let's take a look. This is what I'll finish my video with.
Don Cherry has been a staple on Hockey Night in Canada since 1982. In Detroit, we've been able to tune in and watch Coach's Corner. Cherry's message about Canadian immigrants over the weekend has him out of a job today.
You people love you that come here, whatever it is. You love our way of life. You love our milk and honey. At least you could pay a couple of bucks for poppies or something like that. These guys pay.
Sportsnet called those comments directed at immigrants divisive and not in line with the values of the company.
Essentially, the phrase you people got Don Cherry to lose his job, and a bunch of people in Canada drug him online for that. They still do, obviously. You see the comments to Danielle Smith's post there? It's totally shameful. Give Don Cherry the Order of Canada. I've actually been saying that for a while, like even before this recent uptick in attention or newsworthiness or whatever you want to call it for Don Cherry getting the Order of Canada. I've been saying this for a while. He should get it. Let's go. Do it quickly. With that said, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day.